Hello, children. A very warm welcome to the virtual session again. So, let us continue with the journal writing with experiment 4. So, today we are going to write experiment 4, which is again based on chapter heat. You are going to write experiment based on transfer of heat due to convection. So, the basic instruction for writing journal will remain the same. Kindly adhere to it. Blank side should be for the diagram and the rule side for the writing part of aim, materials, things required, procedure, observation, result, conclusion and all that. So the basic instructions remains the same, children. You have to follow that for journal writing. So let us begin with the experiment. First you have to write in your index you have to fill today's date, experiment 4, heat transfer due to convection. You are going to write this title and then you are going to start with the aim. Aim to show that heat transfer in water is due to convection. What are the materials required? Round bottom flask, crystals of potassium permanganate, water, burner and clamp stand. So these are the materials required for the experiment. When we will do a demo in the lab, you will get everything in the chemistry lab in school. So I hope you are writing the journal, children. Then what is the theory behind the experiment which we are doing? So theory, liquids and gases are heated by convection process of heat transfer. That you all know, convection mode of transfer of heat takes place in liquids and gases, which we have already discussed many times in the theory part of it. So this is the theory we are going to write in the journal. Then procedure. First step, take round bottom flask, fill it half with water. Second, put some crystals of potassium permanganate. Third step, now heat the round bottom flask at the bottom using a burner and observe the movement of purple colored solution. Now when you are adding potassium permanganate, water will turn purple because the crystals of potassium permanganate will dissolve in water to give you a purple colored solution. Why we have taken a purple color solution? First of all, potassium permanganate with water, if you heat, no chemical reactions will happen. Here only the color change, the color purple color is used, or the color you have to color the water because you can see the water current due to convection. That's why we are making the colored solution with the help of potassium permanganate crystal and easily available in the lab. So the next step, this diagram should go in your blank side of the journal. So this diagram you can draw neatly on the blank side of the journal with the labeling, children. Here you have a round bottom flask. You have a stand, retort stand, which is going to hold the round bottom flask, and you need to have a burner with the tripod stand, and you have to keep a wire gauze. What is wire gauze? Is a metallic wire mesh. You have to keep it on the tripod stand because direct heating of the flask not advisable. It can break or the heating process will not be proper. That's why you need to have the wire gauze on the tripod stand. So no direct heating of the round bottom flask. You heat it with the help of burner. We have it in the chemistry lab. You took water in the round bottom flask and potassium permanganate few crystals you are going to add. Then what will happen? You can see water you have taken in the round bottom flask is at room temperature, or you have taken cold water. That means you are going to begin heating it. When you add a few crystals of potassium permanganate, that will sink at the bottom. That will sink at the bottom. And once you start heating, the heating process will help potassium permanganate crystals to dissolve, and you can actually see the movement of the potassium permanganate crystals in water. That movement is actually the water current due to convection. So that's why that potassium permanganate crystal will be very clear for you to see how the movement of that crystal will happen, because it is going to settle at the bottom. So when you're hitting it at the bottom, hitting the brown bottom flask at the bottom, crystals will move and will set a current. That current will be very obvious to see. That's why we have taken potassium permanganate crystal. And finally, what will happen? Due to continuous heating, the solution will become purple color because of potassium permanganate, and the movement of water will be very clear to you, very obvious to see. Now observation, the purple colored solution rises from the place of heating, moves a bit away and then moves down to the bottom of the beaker. That means it will set a current which is shown in the diagram, which you are going to draw on the blank side of the journal. Conclusion, in liquids, heat is transferred from one part to another by actual movement of the hot particles, that is by convection. So what is the difference between convection and conduction? Conduction takes place in solids, convection takes place in liquids and gases. And one very important point, here in convection there is an actual movement of hot particles in convection, where in conduction there is no movement of the particle. Then two particle transfer heat get transferred from one particles to the other in conduction, but in convection there is an actual movement of the particles which you have seen in the experiment. So I hope this experiment is very clear with you. Very simple experiment. You need to finish writing it in your journal, and the concept of mode of transfer of heat by convection is clear with you. In the next session, we will continue with this. Precautions you are going to write. Wire gauze must be placed in between the flask and tripod stand. So wire gauze, I have already explained that why you need wire gauze, because no direct heating, it will lead to sudden increase in temperature. You will not get a proper reading, or there's high chances of breaking of the round bottom flask because they're made out of glass. So you need to have a proper heating. Heat should be supplied. That's why wire gauze must be placed in between the flask and tripod stand. Clamp the flask gently on the stand. You have to clamp it gently, not very hardly, to keep the experimental setup intact. A slight push to the tripod stand, there's possibility of the round bottom flask falling. So you used to avoid the falling of round bottom flask. It has to be clamped properly, so the setup is done, and then you can have a proper reading without any disturbance. So these two precautions has to be taken. Kindly note down in your journal. We will continue with the same experiment. The session will be repeated next time as well, because you need to complete your journal work. So you will get 2 sessions to complete your journal work. So next session as well, we will continue with the journal writing of experiment number 4, and you will get time to complete your journal to draw diagram as well. Next session we will have a demo also, a video which will have a demo of this experiment, so that you will practically see how that experiment is done in the lab. Thank you, children. Have a wonderful day.